Namaskar, dear devotees and friends. This Wednesday evening, we'll be discussing the statement that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna made. He said to the Master Mahashaya, mental renunciation is the essential thing. That too makes one a sannyasi. So we will discuss on that. We are reading from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, that is translated by Swami Nikhilananda ji, and it is English page 938. 938. Master Mahashay, he is recording Sri Ramakrishna, yes, like a child. If one is able to live in the world free from the three gunas. So before that, as usual, we will chant this mantra. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kabibhiriritam kalmashapaham sravana mangalam sri madatatam bhuvi grinanti e bhuridajanaha. The whole thing in the spirituality is the conception, the idea, and then understanding that, living on that, making the whole. And when we are living, how we live? By thought. Physically, when we are living, wherever we are living, that is a secondary. But main is the thought. So here we find the Master Mahashaya and the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, they are all conversing. It is in the Kashipur. Sri Ramakrishna health is not good. So two types of devotees, they are serving the Master Sri Ramakrishna. One from outside, they are householders, they are donating, they are bringing money, food and all that. And the young devotees, the youngsters, they are physically present and serving the Master, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, by taking care of him like that. So two groups, one very close and the inner circle, another outer circle, but both are serving. Tyagi gehi sebya nitya pavanangri pankajam. Swami Vivekananda's disciple, Swami Vivekananda ji Maharaj, he composed a wonderful stotra. There he is mentioning Tyagi gehi sebya nitya. Nitya, every day. Tyagi and gehi, those who have renounced and those who are in the household, they are serving you. How? The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna in everywhere. So you have to understand that, and then you are serving, and that is the way. Now slowly that is taking shape. He is there in life. Obviously, people are coming to him, devotees are coming to him. And those people who were thinking if we come to a holy person, some of the good things will happen to us, slowly they are going back. They are not coming. They are not interested. Only those who love the God and who love to renounce, who love to realize God, so they are coming. That is also the main indication. Those who come for their own interest for the benefit of this worldly life, they naturally don't go to that situation. Oh, he is sick, doctors are coming, they need now money to all these things, so we won't go. But others are coming, those who are really sincere. They say, no, look at this person. Even in this situation, when he is so sick, still he is thinking of God, talking of God, and nothing but God. So these are the two different type of mentalities. And according to the thought, the personality is nothing but thought. So that way the life grows on. So here, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, when he is talking, then Master Mahashaya remarked, yesterday they went to Dakshineshwar to meditate. They means Narendranath and some of the young disciples, they went to Dakshineshwar. Now, Kashipur, that is on the other bank of the Ganga, and Dakshineshwar is a little distance. It is in Calcutta and then comes to Kashipur, and if you continue, then it is the Dakshineshwar. They went to Dakshineshwar. Why? Because Sri Ramakrishna practiced meditation over there, and after the evening it is completely no people are there, so you get the complete silence by the bank of the holy river Ganga, and that particular place was sanctified by the tapasya Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna for long 12 years. So obviously they went to there. It's a holy place. Still, it is a great pilgrimage center. Thousands of people are visiting every day. So that is the place where this young Naren and his friends, they went over there to meditate. Now, Master Moshe was also thinking to go, though he's a householder, but in the mind, he always thinks that he like to be a sannyasi, and sannyasis, no bondage anywhere, any place they can go. But he thought, no, it is better that he stayed back and for the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. So I had a dream. What did you dream? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is asking. I dreamed that Naren and some others, they have become sannyasi. I told him I could smell him. Now, when he was mentioning that they have become sannyasi, they are sitting over there and they are meditating, etc. And the traditional sannyasi life, if you see in India, and they will be smoking and that way. And sometimes it is so cold and it is unbearable. And most of them, they are not having any proper, the clothings. Sometimes they smoke. And he saw that, so he mentioned that. But Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna understood that what actually he is thinking. He is thinking, if I also could go and join and can become a sannyasi. Now he is mentioning this. Mental renunciation is the essential thing. That too makes one a sannyasi. Now, friends, this is a great statement. According to our traditional lifestyle, Hindu traditional lifestyle, we have 4 ashramas. Ashrama means as a time frame in the whole life. They think that a individual life means 100 years. And they are dividing it into 4 parts. First is student part called brahmacharya. Second, the householders, garhastha. And third, retired, vanaprastha. And the 4th called preparation for the final journey, sannyasi. Then what is the meaning of the word sannyasa? Samyak nyasa. Samyak means completely. Nyasa, giving up. Completely giving up is sannyasa. Giving up usually the hearth and home and the clothing and these, that is external, it is nothing. Main thing, attachment. Attachment comes from ego. And the ego is that me and mine. So this is mine. Even a sannyasi, when he is thinking, this is mine, this is my ashrama, I belong to this is my property, is a grihi. Because that immediately, the moment you think this belongs to me, you are trying to hold, and immediately you are grihi. You will find that some people, they come to the ashrama as a volunteer. Even then they start developing, when they are continuing over there, this is mine. Then they will dictate others. Hey, you should not come here, you should not do this, you should not. That is a great mistake they do. And why do they do that? Knowing that this nothing, it doesn't belong to me. But why do they do that? Attachment. They think, oh, it belongs to me. That is the problem. Of course, we have to understand, and before we go into a deeper discussion on this, so we have to understand that whatever I'm thinking and doing, that belongs to me only. I am coming to an ashrama, then I am serving that place, and as best as possible, some of the qualities that I am having, I give those qualities as a service. That is all good. But unless I am here, nothing is going to do if we think in that way. And then we should not allow others to come, so that in the future When I am not there, people should think, oh, now he is not there, what will happen? These are all grihastha manasikata. That is binding. No, I should prepare the group of people so that they can carry on. That is also the tyagi. I have done this and up to this. Now the God wants that some other person will come and that is good. And immediately I can withdraw. The work is not the main thing. I was doing the work to satisfy the God. Now it is not necessary. I will just go on meditating on God, thinking of God, talking about God and hearing about God. That will be my life. So these things we have to understand in every individual life. Otherwise, the religion won't help us. What is religion? Why we are doing this? Right from the childhood days, we are going to the temple, mosque, church, synagogue, but not becoming spiritual. Why? Because misunderstanding. We do not understand. We think visiting that holy place is sufficient. No. You have to understand the philosophy, and then you have to imbibe those teachings and transform your life. And what is the transformation? Thought process. If the thought process is not proper, then life. So whatever we do, it is mind. The people are very much eager about the food, but food has some effect on the mind, but mainly to maintain the body. Now the body is not going to heaven. Body is not going to get the liberation. Body will be here only in this world. Either you burn it or bury it, body will be here. You are not going to do anything with this body. Then what? Mind. And what is the mind? Thought. And what are the thoughts? Whatever I hear, I see, I ponder, I read, that whole thing is the mind. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it gives the definition of the mind. Shankaracharya giving so much of stress on manashuddhi prakarana as a theory, system to purify the mind. Manashuddhi. Mana means mind, shuddhi means purification. Prakarana is a process, system. Why they are giving so much of stress on the mind? Because this is the mind that binds. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, mental renunciation. No, I am in the household, but I mentally I know it doesn't belong to me. I am only looking after it. I am the trustee. That's all. I am the king. I am the landlord. But I mentally know this belongs to God. And the whole world belongs to God. I never created it. Before my birth it was there. After my death it will be there. Only when I am surviving, and that too when I became a little mature, then only I got this. As a child, nothing. As a very old man, I'm all the time on the bedridden, nothing. So a very little period only. And why should I be so much attached to this? This is called vichara, the discrimination. And what happens? Loosen up. You are not attached. You are there, doing everything and doing with great jest. No, I should do it. But at the same time, you know that I am not going to be bound by this. So this is this Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said. And in the scripture we find, it said, Mana eva manushyanam karanam baddha mokshaya. Mana, mind. That is the karana, that is the main cause. Baddha, bound, moksha, and liberation. So what is baddha? Thinking of the worldly things as an object of enjoyment and like to hold that, get that, possess that. That is mana. And then that is the baddha. No problem. If you don't like to get the liberation or God realization, no problem. You can enjoy that life. Sometimes you'll be very the rich person, and sometimes you'll be a beggar, sometimes you'll be uneducated, sometimes you'll be uneducated, sometimes human, sometimes not human, there's other maybe animals and birds. life goes on in like that way. If you like to enjoy that, enjoy. No problem for that. But suppose you think, enough, why every time I have to take birth, and taking birth itself is so much trouble. And then afterwards, depending on somebody's care, if the mother is not taking care, I will die, I will suffer. And then the situation, then so many challenges. Why every time I have to do that? No, it is enough. Then this is the thing that always they say, the moment you understand that, you decide no, there begins the spiritual journey. The moment you understand the futility, the temporariness of this worldly life, there begins the spiritual journey. And what happens? You leave it there. Not that we go and hang ourselves, kill ourselves, nothing like that. You are there, living in that situation, but unattached. That's all. And when you are unattached, you enjoy more. So, mana eva, the mind itself, eva, manushyanam, for the human being, karanam, that is the reason, that is the cause, baddha and moksha. Baddha means bound, bound means repetition, repetition, sometimes happiness, sometimes misery, and it goes on round after round. And moksha means only happiness, no unhappiness. Why? Because you know it. No, I'm not going to accept that. The moment you want and not getting, suffering. I don't want, to no suffering. If it comes, okay. If it doesn't come, okay. So you are completely free. That is called mukti. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna indicated Master Mahashaya, you will become a sannyasi. So again, sannyasa means giving up. What I am giving up? Attachment. I am living there in the household. I am leaving wife, children, property, this, that, everything. But I am only the caretaker. I don't belong to this. Whatever the responsibility I have taken, I will perform like that. As a husband, wife as a wife. Now the sister, the daughter, and these and that, so many relations. Then the property, the bank account, and the taxes, everything I will do. But every day I will tell God, enough, please take it away from me. I don't like to be here. But I will manage everything in such a way that everything goes smoothly. Even in the ashrama, we need very good accountant. Why? Ashrama has the accounts, people are donating, we have to give them back their accounts. So you donated this money, that was spent in this way, etc., etc. That is also there because in the society. And about the taxes, because there's a law. Then the ashrama also the same thing. Then purchasing the provisions and the cooking the food and the distribution, it also goes like that. So you are inviting some of your friends and your relatives, and sometimes in that function, you are celebrating your birthday. In the party, somebody is unhappy, somebody is happy, something happened. Here also, the same thing goes on. And someone, sometimes the member, they behave in a very peculiar way suddenly, and then that reaction comes, and naturally, everywhere the same thing going on. Some people they think, oh, if we could go to the ashrama bus, happy. No, more problem. Because it doesn't belong to you, at the same time you are having all those problems. And when you are in the house and there is a problem, my problem which I have to solve. But here, somebody else's problem you have to solve. Now, this goes on in this way, but what to do? That is the yoga karma sukhaushalam. Very challenging and very interesting. Karma, the work, sukhaushala, in a very intelligent way you have to perform. And what is that? Performing with great zest, great attention, great dedication, but without attachment. That's all. That is the challenge. If there is no attachment, I am doing it, you don't get inspiration. When I am doing it, you get the inspiration. That is called spiritual practice. The people, they are fasting for 1 month. People, they are going and living in the caves, living in the snow, and then standing on 1 feet for 1 year. All those things are there. But in a normal life you are living, at the same time, you are living in heaven because you are completely free. Think of it. It's a great challenge. And that Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, they have introduced. Now, wherever you go in the modern time, wherever you go, there are people. And they will be coming, and you have to go to them for your food. You cannot survive on the jungle food in that way. You cannot survive alone. You have to go to the villages, you have to go to the locality to collect some food and clothing, some medicines, and these are the human body. And the moment you go, you get involved. And Swamiji, you have come, you are so great. Please bless my child. The child was sick. You blessed. And then he became more sick, and he was in the house. After your blessing, they have to take him to the hospital, and they blame you. That was there. So they were, before your, even if you are not blessing, unfortunately, they will be taking him to the hospital because worsening of the disease. Now they will blame you. And he's hurry, they gave me only $1, and now they are blaming me so much. What is it? The tension and all. So I'm just joking, but the thing is, it goes on like this. Life is like this. Then what we should do? So that is the main thing. The only thing that sometimes people, out of frustration, they think that we should commit suicide. No, it is of no use. I will be continuously give my mind to God. And what will happen? Other things won't touch me. Other things will never touch me. They say in the stories, when the Sita was abducted, Ma Sita, and she was there almost a long year, 1 year in the Ravana captivity, then all those other ladies, the girls, lady girls, they used to shout at her and then abuse her and all the time. But she was there, taking little food and constantly meditating on Sri Rama. And she became weak and all that, but she was very pure. Even Ravana, from distance, he used to think, oh my God. It is because of the constantly thinking of God. All those sufferings, nothing touched her. Ma Sharadamani Devi's life, and in the very modern time, there are people even today, I don't know, maybe one or two, those who have seen her. So how she used to live in the household, just like any other lady, maintaining so many other things, right from the morning, what should be the breakfast, what should be the lunch, what should be the dinner, how many guests are coming, who is going to cook, who is going to market, and who is going to pay for this, and so many things. And among the members will be some tension, mother. But the mother was constantly going on repeating the name of God. She used to say 100,000 times a day. That means every time, every second, every moment she is going on taking the name of God. At the same time performing all duties, attending all duties. And that is the secret. Friends, that is the secret. Either if you are following the path of the jnana, then 24 hours you have to go on thinking that I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the soul, I am eternal. And with that, it is very difficult to live in the society. So you have to segregate yourself somewhere, and there you can practice it. And you are in the society, in the moment there will be time you are coming to get the breakfast, then someone will say, can you please help us to wash the dishes? He said, no, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I should not wash the dish. but I will eat breakfast. Do you think they will give you breakfast? So obviously, either this or that. If you like to practice, not understanding is a very good thing, knowledge is a very good thing, but if you like to practice, then what? Then you have to retire in a solitude, all alone, and that is another trouble. So that is those who can do it, they are heroes, they can do that. Advaita Vedanta. But Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said in this life, because the life now at present, it is the Kali Yuga. Naturally, everywhere, all the bad people are there. If you don't do anything wrong, even then also people will come and disturb you. So this is the Kali Yuga, that is the character. They don't appreciate the people around. If you go as a holy person, they won't appreciate. They will doubt, who is this? Like that. So what to do? Then it says you have to go on repeating the name of God. So tad arpita akhila acharata. All that functions that you are doing, the activities that you are doing, the responsibility that you are performing, every time after performing, just offer it to God. Then after the arati, after the puja, after all spiritual practices, what do? We offer it to God mentally. So whatever I have done, now I offer it to you. So if I have done wrong, please forgive me. Anything good, that is up to you. So like this way, mentally we are doing. Constantly you are thinking of God. And God means how He lived, how He talked, and different type of problems, how He solved. So that you are, so that's why you have to read the biography and the other incidents in his life, and you are constantly remembering God and His Leela. Leela means the divine work that He has done, performed while He was living. What is happening? You are living in the company of that Lord. So that is called that living in the company of God. That is the only way. First, if you like to live in this world and like to take birth again and again, these are not for you. Please, you need not to see this unnecessarily. Don't waste your time. You enjoy your life. God bless you. But those who are thinking, no, this life we have experienced, it is majority, 90%, 99% suffering, only little bit of joy, happiness, and that also temporary happiness. No, enough is enough. Something must be there. I like to go beyond that. Then open the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Kathamrit, Vachanamrit in Hindi they say, and go through the pages. You will see the guidances. And that is the nectar, that is the Amrit, that is the ambrosia that they say that will give you eternity. How? Detachment, and detachment to the worldly things, and complete surrender to the God. Now, you need a faith that God is there. And how you will develop that faith? You now go to the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. After seeing him, you will understand it is possible. Without the God, it is impossible. He was not at all educated. But all the educated people came before him and they knelt down. They could not talk to him. And whatever he said, everything came true. Whatever he mentioned, people never imagined it is coming true. There must be God. She knew the past of the people, present of the people, future of the people. Must be God. He was having so much of power that sitting in one place, he could go to every other places. People could see. It is not just imagination or the stories of the mythology. This is a history. So obviously, then you have no, something must be there, that is God. And what is God? Supremely powerful, supremely merciful. But the God has become all different things. Why? the Bhagavata says that is his play. God has become me, you, on everything that you see. Now, from here, this is the philosophy. God is everything. But everything is not God. That is also there. God has become everything, but everything is not God. So you have to understand this. God has made that, but that doesn't mean that everything is God. We have to understand what is that God. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna said, one who can see me everywhere, in everything. Sarvatra. Sarvam cha moi pashyati. And all things belongs to me. Then what remains? Only one. We see variety, but where from the variety came? From one. Then all the varieties goes and merges in one. What remains? One. Ultimately, this is the one. And that one is known as God, Allah, Jehovah, Ishvara, all that. Now, I am also that, but why I am suffering? A very interesting thing, that God has given through his power some delusive thing, and that is called Maya. And this Maya or illusion, I am thinking that is as real. And whenever I go and try to catch that illusion, again it changes. It goes on changing, and I am also pursuing, running after it, and getting tired and suffering. This is the whole of philosophy. So many philosophers, they are trying to tell this much only. And when we understand this, what we should do? Surrender. How? Shishyasteham swadimam tam prapannam. The great personality hero, Arjuna said, no, enough. My physical power and my all those experiences is not helping me. I am thoroughly confused. I am at your feet. And then what? Then the Lord said, unnecessarily you are troubling yourself. Everything that is happening, only I wish that way. So you perform your duty, that's all. How you will perform your duty? Mam anusmara yuddhacha. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, it goes on giving all the answers. Mam anusmara. They go on thinking of me. Anusmaran, anusmarati. Constant remembering me. Yuddhacha. Perform all the duties. They go on thinking of God and perform the duties. You are not bound. And if you are not bound, then what happens? Only happiness. Why? Because God is nothing but happiness, bliss, eternal. Now the sannyasa, that is the ultimate point. I understand this, and then what I do, I remain in the world, but not of the world. I am there doing everything, but dedicating myself for the God. Now, as a householder, it is my responsibility to keep some money in the bank so that it can help my family and in my future. That is also dharma. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, that very practical way he is mentioned, we have to understand that. So religion is a very, very practical and very easy thing to practice. Why? Because I am that. I am that Brahman. This is sannyasa, giving up attachment, giving up your own ego. In Bengali, he said, Monei Baddha, Monei Mukta. It is, again, when the Sanskrit we mentioned that the Mono Eva Manushyanam, that in Bengali it said, you are bound by mind and free by mind only. Then Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he narrated that through a story. And as I call it parables, they explain the great idea through stories. The two friends, They were going. Then suddenly they saw a brothel. The one friend told, I am going over there. And they told, no, I should have to go to the temple because I talked to them, I told them that I am coming. A Bhagavat, a holy book, will be narrated by a teacher. So one went to the temple to listen to the Bhagavat, another went to a wrong place. Now, after reaching to the destinations, they were thinking. Their body was in brothel, body was in temple. Now, both of them sitting in two different places, they were thinking. The person who was sitting in the temple, he was thinking, what is this? This fellow is going on talking something, explaining something, no joy in it. And look at my friend, he must be enjoying over there, drinking and dancing. And this fellow over here was thinking, oh my God, what a hell. It's the bad smell and the very filthy languages people are using over here. Where have I come? I should have gone to the temple along with my friend. Oh my God. He was constantly thinking about the temple and the holy atmosphere of the temple, sitting in the brothel. Another one, sitting in the temple, was constantly thinking about the brothel. Now they passed away. And the person who was sitting in the brothel, there came the Vishnu's, the people. Hey, you come, we will take you to the Lord Vishnu in the heaven. And the person who was sitting in the temple and thinking about the bad thing, there came the member of the Yama's team. He told, hey, I am in the temple. Why you should come? Vishnu's people should come. I am supposed to go to heaven. I am sitting in the temple. Then they said, you are sitting in the temple, no doubt. But what you are thinking? Obviously, God sees the mind, not the body. Wherever we are, it doesn't matter at all. And physically, I may be here, I may be there, I may be in a purest of the pure place, but I may be eating very, very pure food. But, there's a big but. So what is that? What you were thinking. Your thought is only thing. Friends, that is very important. But mostly we do not give any importance to this. A majority of the time we are really good people. Majority, I have seen. In all faiths, the people are so dedicated. They always very 100% they are dedicated to their faiths. But they do not understand it is not physically where you are. It is not the dress you are wearing. It is not the food that you are eating. But the thought that you are thinking. So Master Mahashaya was sitting over there along with the Sri Ramakrishna in Kashipur. But he was thinking about the meditation that they were practicing in Dakshineshwar. So his body was here in one, of course, it was with the God, it was also a very holy place, but his mind was also there to become a sannyasi and carefree life. They will be there, no responsibility. So he was thinking, oh, if I could become like that. Children, grandchildren, then family, this, that. Well, if I could become a sannyasi, Master Mahashaya was thinking. Sitting here, he was thinking about the sannyasa life. Understanding that, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said that mental renunciation is also essential thing, and that too makes one a sannyasi. In the Bhagavad Gita, in one place, Bhagavan Krishna mentioned, Gyasa Nitya Sannyasi. Nitya Sannyasi. Every moment, he is or she is a sannyasi. Who? Yo na dveshti na kangshati. This is a very specific way. Yo na dveshti. There is no enmity to anything. Na kangshati. And not desiring anything. Is not refusing anything or not accepting anything. Whatever comes, it is okay for me. So that is called sannyasi, no attachment. Ultimately, who is the sannyasi? One who is not having the attachment. Now it goes on in this way. Well, all my joy, all my ecstasy, where are they now? He is asking. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna asking to Master Mahasaya. And then he said, M said, perhaps you are now in the state of a mind that the Gita described as beyond the three gunas. Master Mahasaya was a very well reader. See, he read the Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures. So the moment Sri Ramakrishna mentioned that previously I used to feel different type of mood, but where are they now? Have my body and mind come to the body because of the suffering? Master Mahasaya, see, immediately he identified, no, you are beyond the three gunas. Beyond three gunas. Friends, it is a philosophy again, and very interestingly, there are three different type of qualities. And if we look around, we can understand there is a person who is always very good. He is always truthful, very helpful. So we always say he's a good person. And sometimes he is angry. Suddenly he commented in such a way, or because of the Rajaguna, that's what we call it. And sometimes he is criticizing others, jealous of others. It is Tamaguna. Same person, having good quality, then also eager to do something but with pride, and completely opposite, trying to do harm to others, and never ever can hear the appreciation of others. These are the Sattva, Raja and Tamaguna. If you look around or look at you and me, they are there, always present. So these are the three qualities by which Lord has made this universe. Now sometimes out of the previous good karma phala, slowly some of us become more sattvika. Sattvika means he is not hurting others, telling lies, doing any harm, not criticizing others, like that sattvika. And there are Rajaguna. Rajaguna is majority. They are good people, but always egoistic. You must recognize that I am doing it. And if somebody else is trying to do, I am opposing it. So that's called Rajaguna. And Tamaguna, they won't do anything. Rather, they will always harm others. So three gunas. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, beyond these three gunas. That is correct. The beyond that three guna, what remains? God only. Within these three gunas, creation. And when you go beyond these three gunas, you are God. So you have to go beyond Sattva, Raja, Tama. Even the Sattva guna cannot take you to God. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna again, and his story. You must read the stories of Sri Ramakrishna. Separately, there is a book. All the stories that Sri Ramakrishna told, there is a separate book is there. And these stories, they narrate very perfectly. The three thieves were there. So they, in the jungle time, they stopped a person, robbed everything. Then one person told, kill him, because he may go and report it to police. And he was a Tamaguni. Killing and torturing is a joy for him. Another who said, no, why to kill? And killing a human being is a sin. So just leave him in the jungle. Tie him better. Or in the tree. And the animals are there, tigers and all, they will come and finish our job. So, and he is Rajaguni. Having some faith in God, but at the same time ego is there. And the third person didn't say anything. But after some time he came back secretly and tied him off from the tree and told, friend, come with me. I will show you the path through which you can reach your village. And he helped him to come out of that jungle, and he showed that is your village. Cross this field, you will reach over there. Then the gentleman told, you were such a nice person and kind person helping me in this way. Why don't you come along with me? He said, I cannot, because I am also dacoit. And that's why if I go to the village, police will arrest me. I cannot go. But this is a sattva. He is also there. He is also there with the Raja and Tama. He is also working in that, but he has a kind, generous mind. But he cannot reach God. So you have to go beyond that. Some people, they think that they have practiced the truthfulness, these, that, like in the great, that the Mahabharata, the different characters they have depicted. And one is pure Satvika, that is our Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira will never tell lies. When people were dying, the people who have come to fight for him, they were being killed by the Acharya, Dronacharya. Then the Bhagavan Krishna said, if you tell a lie, you can save the lives of so many people. Now he was calculating, if I tell the lie, then all through I was practicing the truthfulness, that will break. I may not go to the heaven. He was calculating selfishly about him. But the people who are fighting for him and dying for him, he was not thinking about that. There is a selfishness. The Bhagavan Krishna said, no, you need not to worry about that. You must tell the lies to save the others. So dharma is very difficult to understand. When, what I should do. Then ultimately he said that, but he had a doubt. Even when the Lord mentioned that, with a little bit doubt he mentioned, so he had to go, they say, this is a story, he had to go to see the narak, the hell. He need not to go and stay there, but at least he saw that. But there is a different thing. But what is the sattva, raja, tama? 3 gunas. If you are even having the sattva guna, even then you are bound. Master Maharshi knew it. That is the wonderful philosophy. Guna means quality. If you are having the quality, you cannot be God. Because the guna are temporary, limited. And God is infinite. See, so nicely he said, perhaps you are now in the state of mind that the Gita describes as beyond the 3 gunas. Sattva, Raja and Tamas are performing their own functions, and you yourself are unattached even to Sattva. Sri Ramakrishna, yes, the Divine Mother has put me into a state of a child. Tell me, won't the body live through this illness? The master and aim became silent. Sri Ramakrishna asked that, but Master Maharshi didn't reply. Narendra entered the room. He was going home to settle his family affairs. Since his father's death, Narendra had been in great distress about his mother and brothers. Now and then they had been threatened with starvation. Narendra was the family's only hope. They expected him to earn money and feed them. But Narendra could not appear for this law examination. He was passing through a state of intense renunciation. He was going to Calcutta that day to make some provision for his family. A friend had agreed to lend him 100 rupee. That would take care of the family for 3 months. Look at this. 100 rupee means 3 months, the family. Then Narendra, I am going home. I shall visit Mahimacharan on the way. Will you come with me? He was asking Master Maharshi. Did not want to go. Looking at him, Sri Ramakrishna asked Narendra, why? Narendra, I am going that way, so I shall stop at Mohim's place and have a chat with him. Sri Ramakrishna looked at Narendra intently. Sri Ramakrishna, he knew what is happening, because by looking he could understand. Narendra, a friend who comes here said he would lend me 100 rupees. That will take care of the family for 3 months. I am going home to make arrangements. See this, then when he is taking care of his own family, because he is the eldest son, and as an eldest son, this is his responsibility. And he is not like a selfish, oh, I want to look after you, you go, whatever happened, you go. I am going to become monk. He is not doing that. He is performing his duty. At the same time, the intense desire for renunciation. The previous night, whole night he meditated under the banyan tree in Dakshinesha. The morning he is going to get some money so that he can help his family. Sri Ramakrishna remained silent and looked at Aim. Aim to Narendra, no, you go ahead, I shall go later. Now, this is the thing that happens always. Now, why Narendra, he was not going away just without performing any duty. Sometimes, at least in my life, I saw that my brothers, they told, you need not to worry about the mother. So we will take care of your mother. That is also a great help to become a monk. Suppose you are depending on the... But I have seen how God helps. We have a friend. He is also, many of you know him. He is the only son and his father passed away. The mother was depending on the son. After completing the master degree, he joined. Then naturally his mother was thinking, who will look after me? She came and told the President Maharaj, Ramakrishna Mission President Maharaj, he is my only son. Without him, I am not having anyone. Who will look after me? Then President Maharaj called this boy and said, you better go and take care of your mother. He went over there, but his mind was 100% to the ashrama. So every time he used to sit on his bed and meditate and reading. Then his mother understood that he is no more the son that she saw. Then she understood, and then with other family members, relatives, so they came forward and she understood that they will help her to survive. Some money was there, sufficient money. So she told, you better go back and join in the Ramakrishna Mission. I will take care of myself. He came and joined. Thakur, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna takes care of them. So whoever is there. So even for the Narendranath's parents, the mother and the brothers, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna ultimately prayed to the mother and said, there will be no dearth of food and clothing for them. Someone or other, they will help you to maintain the mother. So this is the way always it goes. When we see, and it is not that we are not supposed to talk about our families, we are not supposed to also say about the others, but we have seen the unseen force is there constantly helping. Those who are trying to become good, a good force is coming and helping them so that they can go and become a monk, or if whatever good work they're trying to do, and that will be, they are getting the help. Very ordinary people. The moment they're trying to do something, looking after the orphans, or taking care of the widows, or the suffering people, from the whole society, so he never knew. But money is coming, help is coming, support is coming. So that shows that the God is there. Now that is the first thing. And then second, I am going to realize the God. And what is that God? God is completely beyond any action. Whether sattva, raja and tama, these three qualities, they have three different type of actions. So God is beyond that. That means completely still, there is nothing. And I have to develop my mind in that way and then merge with the God. And what will happen? Extreme happiness and completely free from fear. Why the fear comes? I am going to lose, I am going to lose. That thoughts constantly make me afraid. What you are going to lose? Nothing you are going to lose. So obviously, if we are trying to reach to the goal, this is the way we can try, and we know that God is there and will surely help. Now friend, today mainly we learned that it is our mind, it is our thought that make us bound and suffer, or make us free and make us happy. So we have to be careful about our thoughts. And our thoughts generate from our past life, from the impression, and also what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we touch, and what we smell. These are the 5 organs constantly bringing the information to the mind, and mind is taking the shape and then reacting in that way. And even when it is not there, all our past impression which is there in the mind, so that comes up. Suppose I am in such a place where I don't see anything wrong and don't hear anything like this. But even then the thoughts, the bad thoughts may come. Because it was there, so mana shuddhi prakarana. I have to wash my mind. How? The only one soap is there which can wash the mind. That is the holy name of God. So stick to that. Go on repeating the holy name of God that Guru has given to you. Go on. I am telling myself also, going on repeating the name of God. By that way, we can purify our mind. Thank you, friends. Now, is there any question?
So the couple of questions from Virendra Majumdar. He's saying it is very difficult to detach from Sri Sri Thakur. Although I cannot see him, but I cannot forget him. However, when I forget him, he makes me feel he is with me. I have a fear of losing him. How can I overcome my fear?
Well, Vasti wrote that it is very difficult to detach from the Thakur, because by his grace you are always getting the memory and remembering. And then why you are afraid? No, don't think in that way. If you are feeling that Thakur is always there, God is always there, he is so gracious that you are blessed. Thank you. We are very happy to know this. Please go on, keep on praying to him.
YouTube user KAI is asking why goddess Durga is called Mahamaya. Does it have any relationship with the Maya you explained to us?
He is the Mahamaya. See, that fellow, the Mahishasura, and the Durga was sitting on the top of a hill, and then someone noticed it, a beautiful lady with so many jewelries. She is sitting over there, and then information went to the king, and then they came. Like this, the stories are there. So they came, and then afterwards, the Mahishasura story is a little different, but these Asuras, they came, oh, that belongs to anything in this beautiful thing, and the worthy thing belongs to king. So bring her also. She told, I don't have any problem, but I promised when I was a child that if a person can defeat me in the war, then only I will marry him. I thought, are you mad? Indra could not fight with me, and you are challenging me. I don't know what to do. I promised, so I have to keep my promise. So this man started sending the different type of people. I mean, all this, the very ferocious, the warriors, but all they were killed with ease by the lady. Even then, this fool could not understand, but this is not an ordinary lady, must be someone so powerful, must be something. So instead of trying to hold the hand of the mother, he should have come and hold the feet of the mother and pray for the blessings. That he could not think of, and that is called Maya. That is called Ahamkara. Because the Bichara, the right discrimination, right understanding, the analysis, that is completely, it gets mixed up, and he can't understand what is good and what is bad for him. That is called Maya. So we have to pray to the Divine Mother, I am your child, please don't bind me, with your Maya. So I am your child. The mother will herself will protect us with the tremendous force of his Maya that deludes us and give us ego. That she won't do. So she is the Maha Maya. Moha means great. Maya, the delusion. Thank you.
Ayatri Banerjee is asking, Swamiji said a man will be able to get the best of nature who is having the power of attaching to a thing with all his energy and also has all the power to detach. What does attachment mean?
So when we are taking up some project, whatever it may be, I have to give my whole attention to that. That is attachment. Oh no, I have been asked to do this, but even and the Guruji said to be detached, so I'm not, that is not the thing. Once you take up some responsibility, 100% you have to dedicate to that, to perform that as perfectly as possible. The moment that is done, you should have that power to detach from it. Now my duty is over, but that's all. Now it's okay. I cannot go on protecting. This is not possible. The Bhishma, he promised, I am going to protect this family. Could he do that? No. Because as long as these people are good, I am going to protect it. But if they are bad and harming others, I am not with them. Bhishma should have promised in that way, but he didn't do that. That's why he was killed. Otherwise, no one could kill him. But that is apart. As long as we are taking up some project, some program, some responsibility, 100% attachment means 100% dedication, attention for the perfection. But when it is over, arpanamastu, I give it to the God and I wash my hand and say enough. Next, what will happen? That is not my problem. So that is called attachment and detachment. Thank you. Good question.
Shamir Kumar Dey is asking whether praying before the three deities, seeking blessings, is sufficient to forgive my shortcomings.
Of course, of course, of course, because if you how can you pray? Because you have the faith, and when you have the faith that these three Thakur, Man, Swamiji are there, the Sri Ramakrishna Maharaj and Swami Vivekananda are there. The moment you think that they are there, and they are listening to your prayer, and that faith is sufficient, then you can say, I am child, I am constantly making mistake, and please forgive me, and then it will be all right. Then constantly, if you are praying by that way, you will be blessed by them.
Abhishek Banerjee is asking how to go beyond Sattva Guna.
That is the last phase, Abhishek. First, our goal should be to develop the Sattva Gunas. When Bhagavan Krishna and the Uddhava, they were having the discussion, and Uddhava was constantly going on complaining, if you go away, Lord, then there will be no dharma, then how we will survive, etc., etc. Then the Lord said, you develop, and many different other advices, you develop Sattva Guna. So in the beginning, we have to develop our Sattva Guna. Afterwards, going beyond the Sattva Guna, but without having the Sattva Guna, we are nowhere. So Sattva Guna, to achieve that and to acquire those Sattva Guna, you have to fight back your Tamaguna, your Rajaguna, and Rajaguna means association of the ego, and then going beyond the ego is not a matter of joke. So let us first have the Sattva Guna. Then when we are having the Sattva Guna, then jumping beyond that, we will think of it. Thank you.
Paul is asking, since I did not take Diksha, I use several names throughout the day, like Om, Ramakrishna, Brahman, Shiva. Please suggest advice.
Paul, there's a story. The story is this. There's one Hindu boy and the Christian boy and the Muslim boy. the three of them, they were boasting about their God. And then the Christian boy said, whatever I do, Lord Christ will save me. And that Muslim boy said, Allah will save me. And the Hindu one said, okay, so many gods and goddesses are there, they will save me. So what happened? They went to a little height and told that they decided they will take the name of God and jump from there. And if the God is true, they will save him. And the Muslim boy, Allah saved me, and he jumped, nothing happened. The Christian boy, God saved me, nothing happened. And this fellow, the Hindu one, as because having so many gods and goddesses, he was going on thinking, oh Mahavirji, you are, first he thought Mahavir because he's strong. The Mahavirji, please, you have to catch me when I'm falling. Then he thought Kali, Ma Kali is also powerful. Then why not Durga? She is having 10 hands. She can easily catch me. So like that, he was mentioning all the different gods and goddess name, and jump from there, he broke his leg. Then, then in the hospital, then they were asking, what happened? Well, actually, it is my fault. I should have called one God. Otherwise, all the three of them, they were coming. So when the Mahavirji was halfway, I called Ma Kali. So like that. So you know what? I'm just joking. This is fun. But main thing is all are really same God. But when you choose one, your force become one-pointed and it becomes easy to reach. When you are taking the name of all the gods and goddesses, of course they are there. But it is called Ishta-nishtha in Sanskrit. It's called Ishta. Ishta means chosen. Nishtha is dedication. I have chosen this particular form and name, and I am completely dedicated. It's not that that is the only God. My choose, I have chosen in that way. Hindus have given so many options. So varieties of options are there. Not that you have to one quote, whether it fit it or not, like it or not, you have to. So you have the option. But if you take so many options, your mind is constantly, actually, your force is, you are breaking it in so many different ways. So choose one and make that your chosen God or goddess and keep the whole mind on that. That will give you the easy way to reach God, and you will feel the happiness within in a very short time.
Sukanya is asking, what is the difference between moksha and vairagya?
Vairagya is the practice and moksha is the goal. The moksha means completely liberation from the bondage. And vairagya, raga, means negative, raga means attachment. No attachment. So that is the practice. When you are practicing vairagya, then ultimate goal that you reach is the moksha. Thank you. Thank you, friends. So wonderful questions. And after the Durga Puja, I think you have enjoyed the Durga Puja. Now again Kali Puja is coming. These are all Shakti. So our spiritual Shakti power should be there. Physical, intellectual and spiritual power. Let all that manifest within us and make us happy. And also we, after being blessed, can go out and help the others to be happy. So let us chant this mantra and we conclude. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.